Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn some awesome B.B. King style blues phrasing, some guitar licks, and how he would approach playing over a slow blues groove. Now in this video, I'm going to take apart a blues solo that B.B. King played in a very popular video on YouTube where he's teaching a lesson, and there is an interviewer there with him, and the interviewer asks, how would you play over a slow blues groove? And BB mentions this 8-bar blues, and then he goes into it. So I'm going to show you that video, and then I'm going to break down what he's doing note for note, which he doesn't really do. He just plays this awesome thing and says, well, that's how you do it, you know, and everyone's like, wow, that was amazing. But let's dive into it deeper. Real quick, before we jump into that though, if you're new to the channel and haven't downloaded my fretboard guide yet, grab this first at the first link down below. And what this is going to show you is the 5 chords and scales you need to know to map out the entire fretboard. And this will help your rhythm playing, and it's going to tie right in with what we're talking about today when we talk about playing a solo over chord changes. So grab your copy completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or click the first link down below. All right, well, with that said, let's dive into the lesson.
Do you phrase differently on a slow groove or on a fast groove?
Yes, it would be different because if I was playing, all right, let's take this thing, or 8-bar thing. I feel like I'm talking to the person.
So let's break this down phrase by phrase here. The first lick comes right off of this shape here, the A-flat bar chord in the 4th position. We're going to play the 4th fret of the 2nd string, then bend the 6th fret of the 1st string up a whole step. And then we pluck it again and get off the note. So you just bend it up. You're trying to get that 6 up to 8, which happens to be the note C, which is the major 3rd of your 1 chord. This is a classic B.B. King move. So we start with that lick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3. Then we move up to the 9th fret on the 2nd string and play. So this is your root note here. Like your A flat, we've just shifted it to the 9th fret of the 2nd string. Now I'm thinking about this shape now and this shape from Caged. And the idea is you play the 9th fret of the 2nd string, then reach up to 11 on the 1st string, then come down to 9, so then play 11 on the 2nd string and push it up just a little bit, and then we're gonna rest. Then we're gonna, after we do that rest, we're gonna finish bending up and do what's called a pre-bend. So we bend up, but we're muted, and then we pluck it and just fall down off that note. It's such a cool sound. So it's, then we play. Now this moves to the 4 chord. So da dee da da. This is what the rhythm guitarist is playing behind him. He's playing a D flat major 7. So we've gone from the 1 chord now to the 4 chord in this 8-bar blues. And you can think about this shape here, right? Which would be a D flat. So BB's just hitting the perfect notes right in the chord. Then we let that note ring out. Whenever you're sitting on a note, you want to add a little bit of vibrato, and that's gonna just keep it interesting. So 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then we go. So that's a little bend there on 11 on the 2nd string. Then go to the 1st string and go 9, 11, and then back to that A flat note. Now what happens here is the rhythm guitar goes to a minor. So it sounds so good over that chord. Then we walk up, and this is just a very, very common B.B. King lick here. It's using the notes of an A flat triad, but we're gonna add the sixth, so it becomes an A flat 6. So that's gonna start on the 10th fret of the 3rd string, then 9 on the 2nd string, slide 11 to 13, then 11 on the 1st string. And that's your lick. Again, it goes over the 1 chord. And then a little sequence here. There's a little theme he plays. Then, right? It's just a similar idea, but on different notes. This is the 13th fret of the 1st string. It's a bend up to a release to a pull off. Then 13 on the 1st string. So then you do a similar thing now on the 11th fret of the 2nd string. This time we're going to go down to 10 on the 3rd string and then back to 9 on the 2nd string like this. So then we go. That's another rhythm that he uses all the time. Da-da, da-da, very bluesy. So, and then he finishes with this last phrase. I love this part. So again, not a lot of notes, just the root note there, A flat, 11th fret of the 1st string, and then a bend on the 11th fret of the 2nd string, and finish back on that root note for your 1 chord, your A flat. Again, this is a blues in the key of A flat. So the last few phrases, if I just back up to kind of the turnaround here, sounds like this. All right, let's put it all together. Here's what it sounds like played as one piece. 1, 2, 3.
Do you phrase differently on a slow groove or on a fast groove?
Yes, it would be different because if I was playing, or just take this thing in, or 8-bar thing. I feel like I'm talking to the person. I feel like I'm talking to the person.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it.
So one main point I want you to take away from all of this is when BB talks about this stuff, he says, it's just like I'm talking to somebody. He's speaking a language, and he's using these phrases, and he's putting it together like musical sentences, and he's just a master at just taking a few notes and really just getting a lot of mileage out of it. So to help you put this together even more, be sure to pick up my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the way that I look at the fretboard. It'll show you the 5 chords and scales that you need to know. And once you know those 5, you can map out the entire fretboard. So grab your copy completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. Hope you enjoyed this video. I did post a few other videos like this breaking down some other parts of this same video series where BB King is teaching a lesson. So check those out down below for more. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in another video real soon.